We're live.
Are we Facebook Live or just YouTube?
Facebook and YouTube.
Wow. Are we Facebook Live?
I'm going to share those up.
Mm-hmm. You can tag me.
A couple of viewers. What happened to the...
It's on.
What's on?
There you go.
It's weird. All right. Well, we're here live for episode 2 of Willing Snackrifice. I'm Mike.
I'm Liz.
We're here. It's just the two of us this time around. So how you doing, Liz?
I'm right. How are you?
Good. Happy Labor Day. We're here to try out some snacks here on this lovely Labor Day afternoon.
It's not really that lovely. It's kind of gloomy.
We'll make do. It's fine. All right.
It's always fine.
Completely and utterly fine. All right. Well, why don't we get started with our drink?
Okay.
Okay.
This is actually it might be available in some areas of the United States because it's a United States beverage, but it's not something we can get here in Rochester, New York.
Actually,
Can we?
yes, we can. I picked this up. There's a place in the area. It's called Runnings.
Okay.
They have a location out in Brockport, which is a suburb of Rochester, and they have a nice soda selection. And Caruso's happens to be one of the selections that they have available.
So it is a specialty craft soda then, right?
Yeah. So it's Caruso's dark cream Italian style soda. So that's what we're going with this afternoon. We've had this one before. It's lovely. I really enjoy this one. We put it in the little beer sample glasses. It's a cream soda, but man, the flavor depth is there. It's lovely. Cheers. I mean, the flavors are just so good on this.
So vanilla.
Yeah.
Yum.
Yep. Almost like that caramelized,
Caramel.
Well, like where it's like cooked down a bit. You know what I mean? Like it starts to harden a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. Kind of like that.
Like a dark caramel.
Yeah.
Dark caramel vanilla.
Yeah.
It's tasty. It's very sweet though.
It is. But that's really nice. It's such a nice soda.
Where are you from?
What do you mean? Oh, do you want me to call it pop?
Yes.
Well, I mean, it says Italian style soda on the bottle.
It doesn't matter.
I have always called it soda.
Well, you're wrong.
How about if we just meet down the middle, like how we should in this world nowadays? How about we just meet down the middle and call it soda pop?
Okay, I will accept soda pop.
Because that's really what we need to do in these hard and desperate times. We should meet down the middle and just call it soda pop. There shouldn't be an argument. there shouldn't be a Coke or Pepsi argument. We should just meet right down the middle and have Pepsi.
I think it would taste gross if you put them together, and I'm not doing that on our next episode.
No, I'm just kind of just riffing on that. But yes, this is an Italian style soda, Liz. It's not an Italian style pop. It's an Italian style soda. Soda pop. We're meeting down the middle. Maybe much like how we should in this world.
Okay.
Yes. So we do have some snacks. We have some snacks where the original idea for this whole podcast came from an episode that we did at Jim's BBQ podcast. And our buddies Jim and Dylan, Jim, who's on this show, got much of the snacks that were included on this in this Munchpak that we're gonna select from, and you can see our kitty Duff Duff wanting to be part of the show. Isn't that right, Duff Duff? So you're gonna see a lot of repeats from that episode here on this show. So we're just gonna get right into it, right?
Okay.
So what do you want to try first?
I can't really see over the cat.
Okay, so we have this thing. It's from let's see here. It is from Japan. It's a premium Umebo mozzarella and camembert. I think it's a stick of some sort. Yes, it's a crunchy corn stick. It's described as the savory and crunchy corn stick is packed with delicious cheesy flavors like mozzarella and camembert. That's a perfect anytime treat. So what do you say? Do you want to try this out?
I do. I'm being climbed all over.
All right. So, you know what? This is already kind of like in pieces. So there you go. I'll give you a little piece of that.
Doesn't smell like anything.
I don't know. I get some cheesy flavor or cheesy scent.
Yes, very little. Almost just.
That's the cheese to me. Cheers.
It's crunchy. It's not as salty as I expected it to be for a cheese snack. It's obviously corn based.
Yeah.
Meh.
It kind of just it's very reminiscent of any of like the cheese corn snack type things that you would get like here.
It's kind of like a slightly sweet cheese doodle. I mean, I wouldn't be running for that as a snack. I wouldn't be like, wow, I really want like something salty or savory, and pick that.
Almost a bit more airy too, yeah?
Yeah. Meh.
That's okay.
I mean, it's not offensive.
No.
But it's... I'm a little disappointed. I expected, like, with, the cheeses listed, I expected a more cheesy taste. But, mozzarella doesn't really have a huge taste
funny,
to it.
like, both Jim and Dylan, when they got this, they were like, oh, wow, this is huge cheese. And I'm like...
Maybe that's why I'm disappointed.
It's because we're kind of like, we're educated based on their reactions to some of these, right?
Maybe.
That could be the case.
Yeah. Sorry, Jim, Dylan, I don't agree with your high praise of this. Honestly, I would just go for cheese doodles over this.
Yeah.
With a stronger cheese flavor, because this is just a corn snack.
Right.
So,
a corn or porn?
No, corn.
Oh, I thought you said porn.
That would chafe.
All right. Well, we can put this one aside. It's okay. I just put it right over there on our table.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna go off a little bit from the Munchpak, and we'll go next to. We'll go into the world of Aldi.
Aldi's snack game this year especially this year, has been on point. I mean, they have come out with new snacks every couple of months, interesting flavors, just really fun stuff. And do I like everything that they've come out with? No. The chorizo chips, oh, those were bad. But at least those were bad for me because they were like greasy, meaty flavor on a chip, and it wasn't pleasant. But they've had sweet corn flavored popcorn, which tastes just like corn on the cob. They've had Mexican street corn flavored chips. They've had what else have they had that we've tried? I've tried so much stuff.
Recently, the pancetta ones.
Those were really good.
You like those, the pancetta potato chips. And they don't. It's definitely not just in like chip form either. There's lots of stuff that they put in this line they call like Aldi Finds, and they're like these products that they have for like a month or something like that. And like recently I went and grabbed, they had 2 different types of pickles.
Those are good too. I was surprised. At first they were a little too sweet for me, but once I got past the fact that they were sweet pickles, I could enjoy the flavors of them. I don't know that I'd snack on them so much, but I think they'd be really good on burgers. I think they'd be really good on like even a meatloaf, even maybe something with a little ground beef tasty on.
Well, like our buddy Rob Metcalf just chimed in. He said Aldi's is definitely up their snack game. So like those the types of pickles that they just released, they had a chipotle agave syrup pickle. It's more of I think it was like more of like a sweeter pickle, wasn't it?
Both of them were.
Yeah,
good.
And then the other ones were mango habanero.
Yep.
And I actually put the mango habanero ones on a turkey and provolone sandwich with some mayo and honey mustard, and they were delicious. They were amazing on that sandwich. Really good. Added a nice crunch, added a little bit of sweetness to the sandwich. They were delicious.
I think so too. I didn't have it on a sandwich, but I like I said, just trying them, they really kind of like startled me almost because how sweet they are. But then I realized, okay, these are supposed to be this sweet. Normally, I like dill pickles. I like kosher dills. More vinegary, sour, the better, garlicky. So these were definitely I had to turn the switch in my brain to say, yes, these are pickles, but no, these aren't sour.
And they also, I mean, they're sweets too. They do a lot of special sweets. Or if you're really jonesing for your Girl Scout cookie fix, they have a lot of the Girl Scout cookies like in their own like store brand. They're just not labeled as Girl Scout cookies, but they are. They're like exactly. They have like the peanut butter patty ones. They have the
Thin Mint ones.
Thin Mints. They have the Coconut Delight, aka Samoas, there.
And they are delicious.
And they're quite good. So if you have an Aldi in an area in your area, definitely check them out. They have all sorts of like fun stuff like that, and they actually have the stuff labeled as Aldi Finds. So that all being said, this was one of the newest Aldi Finds. These are pickle ranch flavored wavy potato chips, and all other chips they're under this Clancy's brand. Oh, actually, it's fried pickle ranch flavored. So it looks like they have like a fried pickle on the on the thing. Like if you went to, I don't know, like a TGI Fridays and ordered the fried pickle appetizer, So I had a couple of these the other night, and
I have not tried them
yet. You
haven't
haven't tried them yet, so I wanted to get your take. What better time to get your take on it than on the willing Snackrifice? Are you willing?
I am willing to Snackrifice. Just a note that we are not sponsored in any way by Aldi. We're just very impressed with their product offering of late. And obviously this year, maybe it's because it's been a shut-in kind of year. Snacks or something to get excited about.
We're just, I mean, I've often joked that this year, like going to Aldi, our shopping cart when I go there looks like a stoner's dream. Like it's
got unicorn ice cream cones or galaxy cones, whatever those were. Those are really good from Aldi. Yeah. If you like chocolate raspberry, they're small too, so like you don't have to feel like you ate this huge dessert. You have a small treat, and they're fun and they're cute. What else? Oh, like candy and drinks and chips and dips.
They're also very they're very vegan friendly there too, and gluten friendly there as well at the store. It's definitely an initiative that they've taken on to be a bit more health conscious. I mean, obviously they sell stuff like this, but they also have a lot of items that are very health conscious. Like I bought some overnight oats there that were vegan and gluten free. They were quite good too.
Okay, so I like these, but I like potato chips in general.
And you just mentioned how much you enjoy dill pickles.
Right. These are a little bit like I don't taste ranch, but I taste like sour cream and onion mixed with dill pickle. Like they took those two flavors and rolled the chips in them. They're not super salty, which I like, because sometimes you get seasoned chips. Like the other flavor that we got at Aldi was a cheddar bacon, I think. Yep. And those are too salty. Yeah. I mean, they're way too salty.
These are a bit salty.
I think they're really good. I like these a lot.
They're good.
We should take them away.
Okay. I mean, we do have other snacks.
That's what I'm saying. Or else I'm just going to sit here and eat these. But delicious. Really recommend. If you like dill pickles, go to see Aldi.
Yeah.
Try those out.
Tell them Miss Elizabeth sent you. Anywho. Oh, we got more snacks to try, don't we?
Yes, we do.
All right.
We've got the majority of an entire Munchpak.
Oh, yes. You can go to munchpak.com. You get these wonderful snack boxes from them. You can sign up for like a monthly subscription. We're by no means endorsed by munchpak.com. Munchpak, if you're watching, though, we love an endorsement.
Yes. Hashtag Munchpak.
Yes. But we actually, truth be told, we saw them on another YouTube channel, and we'd been wanting to try them out, and everything looked kind of fun. So we bit the bullet and tried it. And like Liz was saying, what better time to try stuff out like this when we have all this time that we're at home, right?
Right. I mean, not just snacks, but I was talking with some of my lovely lady friends earlier today, and if you're like, oh, well, I've always wanted to try this beauty product or this whatever, sure, shower gel or all these things that you can get. Obviously, you'd have to order them or whatever. And you're like, no, I don't normally have time to fuss around with that either, because you have your family, your work or things like that are pulling you from home. And then the days you have off or the time you have off, you don't want to fuss around with stuff like that.
Right. So
now is kind of, or these past months of this year, have been the time to try that new beauty product regimen, regimen? And
beauty regimen.
Yes,
I think is what the term they use.
Oh, it's not a beauty regime. Well, it could be a beauty regime.
I mean,
regime is what wanted to come out of my mouth, but it's regimen.
Given our current administration, there's nothing about it
that's beauty
regime. I mean,
not political podcast.
I mean, not saying that I'm any beaut, but I mean, come on.
Anyway, so if you want to try your new beauty products, you want to try new shampoos, shower gels, things like that.
Sure.
And if it messes up your hair, nobody's going to see it anyway. Or unless, for the most part, nobody's going to see it But so along with all of those things, are trying new snacks
Absolutely.
because we can.
Right. So this next thing we have are Deca wafer rolls.
Mini wafer bites.
And I'm just I'm trying to find them in the book. Oh, here we go. I found them. Decky mini wafer bites. Peanut butter, ube, or chocolate flavored. I think we got the ube. Ube? Which?
Ube.
Ube. You say ube, I say ube.
Of course you say ube.
Chocolate gourmet wafer rolls are now available in mini bite size. These crunchy and light wafer rolls are filled with decadent and tasty cream, perfect for snacking on the go or at home. They're from Indonesia.
And they are purple sweet potato. Which
The
is,
ube.
Yeah. I always find it funny when they say snacking on the go. I don't really snack on the go. I'm either going or snacking. I don't snack on the go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I don't keep snacks in my car.
Yeah, I don't either. I mean,
It's like that half-hour drive to work. Oh my god, I need a snack. That doesn't happen. Maybe if it's a long trip.
I mean, some people do have like go packs, like while they're like in case they get stranded or something.
I guess. Would you put these in your? Well, I'll let you taste them first and see if you put it in your go pack. But snacking on the go, is that something you do? Tell us. Do you snack on the go?
I didn't show the label either. What's that? Mini Deca mini wafer bites, and they're I can't really show that, but it's kind of ube.
It's kind of ube.
It says purple sweet potato.
It's kind of ube. New meaningless phrase. I don't know how I feel about that because my brain says it's chocolate, and I don't think it is.
No, it's definitely not chocolate. It's sweet, but
White chocolate? It tastes like chocolate. A little.
no, it's more vegetal.
Vegetal?
It is. It's definitely more vegetal. Vegetal. It's a little.
It's vegetal.
It's a little vegetal.
Thank you, Dustin.
You just flaked.
They're flaky.
You were trying to be dainty with that.
No,
yeah, I noticed like if you open up the pouch and you look in, you could see like how it's all like kind of like broken down at the bottom.
Yeah, they are very delicate.
Yeah, they're very fragile. It's French.
It's almost like a biscotti on the outside.
Yeah.
Like not biscotti like the cookies, but like the pirouettes or pirouettes, whatever that you can get. It's very flaky on the outside, sweet in the middle. Like it's vegetal. I think it's more creamy white chocolate-ish.
Sweet though, but not sweet like chocolate, but like they're good. They're good. I like them. Would they be
in your go pack for a
pack? My on the go snack pack while I'm traveling? Probably not. I do like a sweet snack though when I'm traveling. I don't know.
Because I don't snack on the go. I only snack when I'm home, really, which is all the time now. I don't think I'd go for those. Those would sit in the pantry, and so those would be the snack of last resort.
Oh, I had more foodies, like I think.
So they wouldn't be in the pantry. You would eat them all.
Yeah. I mean, like when for work, when I was traveling a lot for work, and I would drive long distances. I would stop and I'd get like snacks, and like I remember just I would have them in the car and I would just be sitting there, I'd have them in the passenger seat, reach over, grab some, pop them in my mouth, just while I'm driving,
I don't call that on the go though. I mean, that's like, okay, long road trip and you don't want to stop every time you're hungry, so you get some snacks. I'm thinking snacking on the go, like you keep them in your purse because you're going to be overwhelmed with the need to have a snack on your way to work or on your way, home or whatever.
Right.
Kind of efficient.
I get you.
And I maybe because we don't travel very far to our places of employment, that concept is, I suppose if you're one of those really busy people that like goes from work to picking up kids to dropping off kids to picking up dinner, and you really don't have time to eat.
Or
often,
you live in a very huge major metropolitan area where you might be in your car for
an hour
or two each way. You might have a snack on the go. That is conceivable, The
general joke about Rochester and distances is that for most people in Monroe County, we'll say, everything is 20 minutes from everything else.
It's true. I mean,
so if you're like, oh, how far is it to downtown? 20 minutes. How far is it from downtown to Henrietta, where most of the colleges are? About 20 minutes. So we're kind of spoiled in the sense that we don't have generally long commutes, except for in the winter, and that's not due to distance, that's due to weather.
Right.
What are you drinking there, Mr. Crandall?
This is a beer. I am drinking. This is from. I can never see their labels because it's. This is from Other Half Brewing. It's Double Mosaic. Something. I can't see that. Double Mosaic Dream. It's double dry hopped IPA. I literally, because of the condensation on the label, I couldn't see it. But you can kind of see that's kind of glaring a little bit, but yeah. Double Mosaic Dream, double dry hop, Imperial IPA. Clocking in, I think that's 8.5%. It's nice and hoppy. Other half, they just, within the last year or so, they opened up their brewing facility not too far away from here. That would be, you mentioned the 20-minute rule in Rochester. It's clear on the other side of the county. It's probably about 35 minutes away. There are some exceptions to that 20-minute rule. And they are famous. They're actually based out of Brooklyn, but they bought this brewery up here in Rochester, and they're producing beers out of that brewery, kind of upping their production a little bit. And it is a huge success here. And their beers are delicious. They do some really nice IPAs. I can never remember the names of any of them because they're all like interchangeable, I feel. But if you're in the Rochester area, you're visiting or whatever, and you like IPAs, you should hit them up. You should also hit up Three Heads Brewing right on Atlantic Avenue, 197 Atlantic Avenue, right in the heart of the neighborhood of the arts neighborhood in Rochester, New York. Or jump out to Livonia, which is south of Rochester, and visit our friends at Rising Storm Brewing.
Yes.
Because they make some fantastic beers too. I think that is all my plugs. If you're looking for canned beers, you can also go out to AJ's Beer Warehouse, 175 Clay Road. Are those all our plugs? I think those are all our plugs. Yeah.
Let's have another snack.
Yeah. And none of those are paid
Those
advertising.
are just friends and places that we like.
So what do you want to go for? I mean, we got.
I would like to go for
No, we're holding up on that.
Gummy candy, maybe?
I think these are gummy. Yeah, they feel gummy.
They feel gummy. Here, can you read what they are? I'll open.
Okay, so fruit gelée.
Frugalé.
Frugale. You said that really loud.
Frugale.
Frugale.
No, well, it's frugale. Well, there's the emphasis on the e at the end.
Ambrosil gummies, Frugale citric, loop, or Frugale assorted.
Gomitas. Maybe that means gummies.
Oh, can
Frugale
you have those?
If I suppose.
Because Liz is allergic to citrus. These individually wrapped fruity chews that are nice and, but this is not English. Or this is English, but it's not very well sentenced. These individually wrapped fruity chews that are nice and chewy. That's the sentence on here. Perfect for when you are craving something really sweet and fruity, or enjoy sweet and sour mixed with loop rings. They're from Chile. I'll try to light up so I can actually see that.
Gummy. They're not sour.
Do they actually have like fruit flavors on them?
What colors? Orange is orange.
Oh, this is Sabor Naranja.
Orange. Yeah, we're good. They're not sour though. They're just sweet candy.
Kind of with like the sugary coating on the outside.
They're like, take Sour Patch Kids and take the sour off of them.
Yeah. Yeah, not horrible.
What were those gummies that you used to be able to get when we were? You might still be able to get them. They were fruit flavored gummies with the sugar on the outside, and they came in like a pack. It was almost like a tube. You remember? And they had trays inside.
Chiclets or no?
Chuckles.
Chuckles.
That's what they taste like.
A little bit. Kind of want to try a different flavor.
You go for it. What flavor does it say on the outside? Come on, butcher some Spanish.
Guinda? Guinda?
They're good. Again, I wouldn't run for
Yeah,
them.
that's cherry.
I wouldn't run for them in the snack aisle at the gas station or whatever. But
Gas station. This is Lemon. How was that? Was that good? Lemon.
you said it like it's French. These are not French.
Lemon.
They're good. They'll get eaten. The green is apple.
This one, literally, that I just opened was in a green wrapper. It says lemon.
But it shows an apple.
But it says lemon, and it tasted like...
What flavor is that?
That's a different color. Look, I think the wrapper is a different color. Manzana. Yeah, that's a different color. Like, I know we're not doing a good job of showing these, but like the wrapper color is very distinct. It's different.
You can show the camera what they look like. I don't think we did that.
Now that tastes like apple. So they're just like a little rectangle. There you go. Here's what the packaging looked like.
You probably broke into it and started eating them all.
They're not bad. I mean, they taste good. No complaints there.
I like that they're individually wrapped. I'm always happy about that. I know it's...
Yeah.
Maybe people see that as a waste of wrapping, but then you can have multiple people sharing a bag of them, and you don't have to worry about people's grubby fingers.
Sure. Sure. So what do you want to go to next?
Sweet. How about this?
Oh,
It is a Chicky Crispy.
Chicky Crispy. Chicky cookies have gotten even thinner and crispier. Try these great vanilla cookies sandwiching rich chocolate cream and enjoy a hearty crunch with every bite. They're from Costa Rica. Ah, yes, the Chicky Crispy. Oh, and they got like little, go.
Is that one?
I think so.
They're kind of chunky.
Yeah,
That's a thick sandwich.
that is a thick sandwich cookie right there.
Shortbread. Or it tastes like shortbread.
The cookie is good. Like the cookie portion is good. I'm not getting like really any of the flavor of the filling or anything. The shortbread is nice, but it's like one of those like standard like shortbread.
Yeah, like
cookie.
Keebler,
Yeah,
like Keebler fudge stripe cookies.
that's what. No, it tastes like the EL fudge. That's exactly what it's like. Is the EL fudge ones where they were like the shape of the Keebler elf with the fudge in the middle? Did you ever have those? That's exactly what it tastes like to me.
I've only had the fudge stripe.
Fudge stripe is similar, like a similar flavor profile. But this kind of reminds me exactly like the EL fudge with the fudge in the middle. Yeah.
I would eat those. I would eat those with milk.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't like order these specially from Costa Rica. I would just go and get EL fudge cookies. I mean,
They're good. They're enjoyable. I'm glad. I mean, I'm always worried when we get snacks from other countries because we've had some bad. The last episode, I was like, "Oh, well, these are should be good," and those rice balls were terrible.
I didn't mind those. The tiramisu, though,
That tasted like chemicals. That was weird.
that was horrible. Well, it's funny. It's a little side story. So our friend Allison, she likes to bake, and we have been meaning to send her a care package of stuff from a local Italian grocery. They had these things that looked like the Little Debbie. I think we did them on the last episode, like the Little Debbie Swiss cake rolls, except they were like denser and like more chocolatey.
And had like espresso flavoring in them.
Yeah, so
they're really good.
Like almost like a hazelnutty too. Mm-hmm. So we sent her a package of those, a package of these apricot ones, and then this, which I just grabbed at randomly, a tiramisu, which I thought they were like maybe like individual tiramisu cakes. No, it was an entire like tiramisu cake. If you watch the first episode, you'll see it, and you'll also see our expression of how horrible that was.
It was disappointing.
So we did that, and like the following week, I sent her a message, and I said, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry that we subjected you to that tiramisu." I was like, I hope you didn't hate it too much or whatever." And she's like, "Oh no, I gave it to my husband, and he absolutely hated it." I was like, "Oh dear God." I was like, "We'll have to definitely pay some penance and
send her something good.
Send him something good, to
make up for that."
It. Because there were a number of things that we did get at. It's another place local to Rochester. It's an Italian cash and carry called Olindo's, and they have a lot of different things there. And there was these chocolate bar things that we got that were just
those were good.
Oh, freaking amazing! And I think they had several other different ones. And then, not to mention the wafer cookies that you liked.
Oh, the cubes.
Yeah, so we might have to maybe get more of those.
I think that's what was surprising about the tiramisu is that it was the same brand, I think.
Yes.
As the Swiss rolls. We keep calling them Swiss rolls, but I don't know what else to call them. And so those were
and
so
the
good.
Apricot ones too.
And then those Swiss rolls also came in like an apricot flavor, which tasted just like a rolled up buttermilk pancake. with apricot in the middle or peach.
Right.
And they were so tasty and enjoyable. So you'd think that the same brand would be able to do a tiramisu and have it be really yummy. Well, obviously the two surprises were that it was a full tray of tiramisu instead of like individually packaged
Right.
in some
Yeah.
way, which I understand because tiramisu's got like cream and stuff in it, so it'd be hard to individually package them without making a mess getting them out of package.
Right.
But then the flavor was so much chemical, like not good. Really, just
I
not
even
good.
went, like, we put it in the fridge, and I went back for a second dip, and even the second dip, after having it in the fridge for a day, was still really bad. Like, the aftertaste was just awful.
Very artificial,
Yeah.
unpleasant. So I guess we'll just have to be careful. We'll have to really try. We'll just have to try everything before we send it to people.
That, but I mean, I guess that's also part of the fun experience of this podcast is to just try some stuff, and maybe we'll have good things like like those dill potato chips that you liked, and then maybe we'll have things that are just kind of so like that cheese puffy cheese stick thing that we just had a little bit ago, or some things that were just kind of so like the fruit chews or the chicky. They're okay, but like not anything that we would outright try and get.
Well, I mean, I can see one in the box that I would probably buy intentionally.
I can make a guess. It'd probably be the Nutella item that's in there. So let's. So a Nutella Be Ready, which there's 2 in here, and you can see how that looks, and that looks utterly delicious. If you haven't had Nutella itself,
run, do not walk.
Go to your local grocery store. Go to the peanut butter aisle. They'll have it. It's decadent.
It's delicious.
That's
one of my favorite things. Growing up, it was really hard to find.
Yeah. So
we used to get it at obviously the Italian grocery store, but like the regular grocery stores never had it. But for whatever reason, in the last probably.
Well, we're also living in the world of Wegmans, which
we're kind of at their mercy to.
But no, I'm saying we're also living in the world of Wegmans, which they have lots of things that a lot of regular grocery stores don't have.
Right. But I think in the last decade, Nutella has become really popular in the United States. Where I think before that, maybe it wasn't. So I grew up with this as a treat, not these specifically, but Nutella.
The Nutella spread.
The spread as a once in a while treat that my grandmother would buy.
But before you get too far, let me read the description. These crisp and crunchy wafers filled with Nutella cream are the perfect way to get your Nutella fix on the go.
What's up with on the go?
So you better be ready for this taste experience.
Where are you going? Where is everybody going? Everybody's apparently just on the go.
In Poland.
These are Polish?
Polish.
But Nutella's not.
So it's your Nutella fix on the go while you're in Poland.
Okay, so you can only eat these on the go in Poland.
So you better get going to Warsaw.
Okay. Like I said, I understand the concept of people being on the go, but it's just seems like everything is being marketed.
This really seems like an excessive amount of packaging, by the way. Like you got this, and then the individual wrap within the wrap.
I think because it's really flaky.
But why did they have this? Like
to keep it from getting broken.
Okay.
One thing that's kind of disturbing is I opened it, feel the inside.
Greasy.
Yeah, it feels like it might be a little greasy. It looks like a little loaf of bread. Doesn't it?
Kind of does, yeah. I'll hold mine up.
Are you supposed to break them or at those indents or just bite them?
I mean, I think that's your choice. So.
Delicious.
See that?
Nice little pocket of Nutella. inside like a crunchy cookie, but not like a sweet cookie, just a regular. Really good.
Like you get that nice mix of the creamy, almost sticking to my teeth in a way, Nutella, but kind of working with that crunch and crisp of that wafer cookie. It's like the perfect combo. Like they're working so well together.
This is delicious.
This is really nice.
I would eat these all the time. See, I wouldn't say this on the go. I would put this in my lunch to have as like dessert at lunchtime.
But you could also have them in your vehicle ready in case you get stranded somewhere.
Not in the summer, they'd melt and be gross.
You have a cooler with these. I don't know. I mean, they are quite good.
They're decadent. Like one is, like two, you might start to feel a little, just because of it's a lot of Nutella.
Well,
See, for me,
that's a
Nutella
nice
should just be like a nice scraping smear. It shouldn't be like, because I know some people put Nutella.
Smear?
Yeah. Some people put like, you know, a thick coating of Nutella on toast, and that's just too much.
Well, and perhaps that's the nice thing about them being so kind as to individually wrap each stick within the package, is that you wouldn't necessarily have to eat both. You wouldn't feel the obligation, yes, to eat both of them in one sitting. You could save the second one. Say you eat the one on the go on your way to work, on the way home from work, you eat the second one. You know what I'm saying? You have that flexibility, Liz.
So it's on the go both ways.
Yes. Yes. Exactly. You got it.
I still wouldn't have like specific snacks for my drive to and from someplace. But like I said, I understand that there are people who have very busy lives and go from one place to the other where having snacks on hand is good, or they have really long commutes and worry about being stranded without food for hours, I guess. Well, yeah. Well, I wouldn't eat those for breakfast or anything. They're more of a dessert, I think. I understand some people would eat it for breakfast, but I wouldn't.
I could see that. I mean,
because it doesn't like insinuate on the packaging that it's like a breakfast, like be ready.
Is it?
Be ready for what? Be ready to eat it? Be ready for going somewhere? Be ready.
Just be ready.
Yeah, like because the package shows other things with it on the front.
It just shows, I think, the ingredients.
Okay.
I'm looking. Yeah, I think it just kind of implies like what's in the ingredients. It doesn't necessarily show like a cup of coffee, say, or anything.
Oh,
like
this
that.
would taste so good with a cup of coffee next.
I mean, that's why I said a cup of coffee. Is I was like, if they were implying that it was for breakfast, yeah, like a cup of coffee in this, like hot coffee in this, would be like the ultimate. I think you would obviously have to have hazelnut creamer in your coffee. Yeah, I mean, that only
no,
makes
just like
sense.
a really strong coffee, like a cold brew almost.
Maybe, but yeah, I mean, it's good, man.
Yeah.
Man.
Bro.
Yeah, man. It's good. Oh yeah. I think after a long brew day at Three Heads Brewing, they might really enjoy these. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I imagine so.
A very heady beer.
Should send them some.
Yeah, maybe.
So do you want to go with fruit? These are sour.
We got to go at them at some point, don't we?
It's going to be quite jarring. We'll do it. They are sour smog balls.
All right. The toxic waste sour smog balls. These sour candy balls are one bit of toxic waste that you'll want to eat. Every bag includes the sour and delicious flavors of blue raspberry, lime, cherry, strawberry, lemon, and grape. And they're from Pakistan. And sour smog balls. I do like the artwork on the packaging there. It's kind of neat. There's like an evil like boss or something there with a monocle. I don't know what the hell's going on here, but man, this looks like some serious shit going on
it's
here,
definitely
right?
like Bond villain.
Yeah. I mean, he's definitely got the monocle going on. It looks like he's going to throw a sour smog ball to our friend up there. I don't know. And I do like the fact that it has like on the ends of the package, like the hazard tape, like caution tape, if you will. So they're really playing up the
danger of the sourness.
On the package, it also says crunchy candy with a sour, chewy center. So your sourness is going to be in the middle, I think, based on that.
Oh.
What? They smell?
They definitely have it was pungent when I opened it.
Oh, that worries me. I don't know. Oh, they just smell fruity. A little sour. They smell sour. I mean, if anything, when we watch some of these videos of people doing these like sour candy type things, a lot of times the candies that are labeled as sour aren't very sour, according to the people on the videos. Now, we'll be the judge of that, I guess, in this case. What?
I'm waiting for you.
Oh, I'm working on it. I'm talking, though. I got to kind of build up to this, you know? We gotta give the people what they want.
I'll one of these.
Yes. Hey, we're building this thing.
We're building
this thing. Munchpak, we're building this thing. We built the city on snacks and rolls.
Next. Are you having troubles?
Well, you had two in your hand, so I was grabbing two.
Two came out. They're the same
Now,
flavor.
are they all the same color?
Are they all blue?
So, well. Oh, no, there's other colors in there. I mean, mine are two different colors of blue.
Okay. So the outside.
You're supposed to suck on them?
I'm trying to get the flavor. So the outside is sweet. It tastes like blue raspberry. They're hard. They're not crunchy in the sense of, you can crunch right into them. Not without breaking your teeth. I think you have to work through the outside.
That's got some sourness to it. Mine did. Mine was a little chewier. Mine wasn't hard.
Okay, now mine's chewy. Mm.
Yeah. See, you were like shaking your head. I chewed mine a little bit faster, I think.
Oh, that hurts. Where your little salivary glands are?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I mean, good, but my eyes are watering.
Okay, this one's a little harder than the previous one I had.
Yeah, I think, because like mine was really hard and just sweet on the outside. I want to try a different flavor than the blue.
I mean,
I'll try red.
they're just little tiny balls.
Yeah, the outside is very jawbreaker standard.
Yeah. Oh, Brother Sean is watching.
Hey, Sean.
Brother Sean of our sister podcast, Wrestling World Order Podcast, which is coming out with a whole lot of saliva right now because of these.
Saying Sean, it is just dripping out of your face. Yeah, I think what's fun about these is that the outside is really sweet.
Yeah.
So you kind of get lulled into a sense of complacency. And then you can, once the shell is gone enough and you bite it, it's just a punch of sour. Mm. That's definitely a
That's a kick in the teeth, huh?
oh.
You certainly know how to vocalize that sourness.
It is. If you like sour, get some smog balls. The blue was tastier than the red.
I just did the lemon.
So yeah, those are fun. And I would probably buy them. I mean, I like Sour Patch Kids, so if I was in the mood for something sour, I would probably buy them.
Oh, so our friend Kathleen from Churchville
Hi, Kathleen.
asks, so do they turn your tongue a different color? She says, hi, Mike and Liz. Your tongue is blue. Like part of it, anyway.
Yours is green. Because you had blue and
then
yellow.
So, I guess so, Kathleen. To answer your question, I'm going to try a red one because I poured out a red one.
That one wasn't very good. Flavor-wise. I mean, it still had the sour on the inside.
But I wonder, like, after a while, like, it's like the, as your taste buds are just
Used to it.
like punched. You know?
Yeah. It is definitely a palate wrecker.
Like, am I really going to chase these with an IPA?
Absolutely not. Well, you know what, though? With how sour they are, I bet that IPA will taste really sweet. Your tongue will go into shock because it's like bitter, sour, sweet. Ah! You think? Good? Bad? Ugly?
I don't mind them. I think they're good. What's funny is I clearly, you see how like they're speckled on the package.
Yeah.
They're totally not speckled. Like,
maybe they're trying to show that you suck on them until they, like you suck the color off of them and then you, right?
hold them back out to look at them.
If you're a little kid, you do. I mean,
What flavor is the red supposed to be?
I don't know. It's like fake cherry.
Mm.
Like, remember Everlasting Gobstoppers? You could buy them and then you'd suck on them and you'd suck a layer off and it'd be cherry and then you'd suck a layer and it'd be green. So you take them out and look at them. And granted, it's probably not a good idea to encourage children to stick their fingers in their mouth right now. But
Actually, I think the one that I had was strawberry.
yeah?
Yeah. Actually, I got just the thing to
Probably a good idea. Our taste buds.
Clancy's fried pickle ranch potato chips from Aldi.
Aldi. Yeah. Those are
Oh,
different.
That definitely does the trick.
Because it almost numbs your mouth. Doesn't
The
it?
salt, yeah. Yeah, the salt is definitely kind of helping a little bit. Fun stuff though, man. Those
Fun
small
stuff.
balls.
Oh. Those are definitely like fun candy. That's not like I want a snack. It's here, try one of these. These are fun.
Well, you know the children of Pakistan are just eating those by the dozens at a time.
All right, so now we've got
Those are
Dolcetto Petites.
Dolcetto cookies and cream wafer bites from Italy with expertly crafted crisp and creamy wafer cookies and premium ingredients created Indulgent and sweet tooth satisfying snacks.
Okay.
I feel someone needs to do a better job at the copywriting on these.
Are wafer stuff more popular outside of the United States, you think? Because a lot of these are wafer. Like,
Maybe.
Our snacks are all like chips and or like sponge cake type stuff. Like you look at Little Debbie or Tasty Cake or Hostess, it's all cake, cake, cake. And our cookies are, well, the dry stuff like Chips Ahoy and stuff, those are dry, Nutter Butter. They're really heavy, hard, dry cookies. And then crackers. I mean, we've got wafer cookies in the sense of like Voortman's if you buy wafer cookies.
Right.
But I can't think of really any other wafer cookies that we Kit Kat, really. Is it?
And those aren't cookies. That's
candy. So I mean, these smell like Oreos, but...
Oh, they're cookies and cream. Oh, they're broken down in there, too.
They're flaky.
That's probably why they're broken down in the package. Oh, let me do this. Luchado cookie and cream wafer bites. I'm trying to get a whole one out of here. Ah, there we go. And they just look like that.
I like that they're not super sweet. Like, they're not disgustingly sweet. And that's one of my pet peeves is that a lot of our snacks are so sweet. They're like, they hurt your teeth. They taste like less sweet Oreos. The cream tastes like speaking of Hostess, the cream does taste like Hostess cream. Like the stuff that's on the inside of the chocolate cupcakes. So yes, they taste fake. They don't taste like extra chocolatey or rich in any way. But
it's really broke down in this package.
I like them better than like the cheese snack we had, but they're still bland.
They're really kind of bland to me.
I mean, even the chicky were better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, the Nutella is like the star of this box so far.
Thus far, yeah.
Then the chicky.
Now, to be fair, though, we did have, on the previous episode, we did have a couple items out of this box. Remember, we had the mini gummy sushi, which we didn't like at all. And then the serendipity peanut butter sticks with raspberry jam, which were amazing. That was another thing that was kind of like the Decca mini wafer bites in a way, in that they were kind of wrapped like with that wafer cookie, and then the peanut butter was kind of on the inside, kind of the same pacings as these, but it was peanut butter, and then it had like a jam dipping sauce.
I don't think I liked those, but that's not because of them. That's more me. Is that peanut butter in moderation. Peanut butter is kind of one of those things where, it's in everything.
Yeah, and those were pretty heavy peanut butter flavor.
So I kind of had to. I was like, no, these are all you.
Right. Yeah, those had a huge amount of peanut butter in them. So we have one more thing left
That we've kind of been saving as a.
So when Jim and Dylan did this box, what was it, a month and a half or so ago? They saved these for last because Dylan had these before and suggested that because he said the flavor was pretty strong. And these are the Torres Black Truffle Chips. These crunchy, rich, salty, sweet, and savory chips from Torres are like nothing you've had. They have just the right amount of truffle flavor, and leave a perfect aftertaste. They're from Spain, and they're black truffle potato chips. These you can get on Amazon, I found out, pretty easily. They're really freaking expensive, though. So hopefully Liz doesn't like them too much. Oh, you're just gonna open them that way, huh?
There was a
pull tab?
tab.
Oh man, they don't mess around. They want you to eat all those, don't they?
They smell
Oh wow, they smell amazing. Just to kind of give you an idea.
I think they're like kettle chips. They're really crunchy feeling. They're not delicate. All right. Cheers.
Now, it probably depends on how you feel about truffle flavor, on whether you like these or not. Truffles tend to have that bit of an earthy taste to them, and these, I think,
Have a good
earthiness
amount of earthiness to them. But the salt really brings that out in a good way.
I don't feel like these are the kind of chips that you would sit there and mow down on a bag of them during like watching a football game.
No, these are a treat. These are like
they're really like almost like I don't want to say a special occasion, but you would like
New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
These would be like a New Year's Eve chip or a
But you wouldn't put out a bowl of them because you probably couldn't afford a bowl of them.
No, but maybe you'd buy a bunch of them as like if you had a grown up birthday party.
Oh right, yeah, and you want to do like
Or,
little favors or whatever.
Right, or like a fun bachelorette party or whatever, and you wanted to have snacks, and everybody could get a mini bag of these.
Almost like a highfalutin.
Yeah, fancy snack.
Fancy snack type theme or
We're
something.
fancy snacking.
I mean, they're good.
They are. They're very good.
You eat the rest of the
As
bag.
I eat the rest of the bag. No, I like my chips. I like potato chips. And I like it that they're not. One of the big things is a lot of times they put too much salt, so you can't taste the flavor that they're supposed to be. So there's just enough salt to bring out the truffle, and you can even like see the truffle speckles on the chip. And there's nothing else to mess with it. There's not like black pepper or onion or something to overpower it. It's really just potato, salt, truffle.
I mean, I'm not going to say that, like, I was always confused for a while until I really started watching, like, cooking shows and whatnot, that there was two things called truffles.
Chocolates and mushrooms.
Yes.
Or what truffles?
Like, right. And it always kind of confused me because I was just like, wait a minute, why are they using
mushrooms in candy or
yes.
chocolate in this rice dish?
Yeah.
It makes sense. I definitely understand that these two things.
And then I found out, like researching and, like looking more into things as you can now, that they're two incredibly different things.
You're going to sit there and not eat. I'm going to take more. Are you holding them away from me? Is that what it was?
No, not at all.
I'm good.
Well, I mean, we'll put those down there for now.
Mm-hmm.
But that's pretty much it as far as our snacks go for this episode.
I'm glad we held those off to the end.
Because they are an incredibly strong flavor.
Like my whole mouth is like coated with the flavor of black truffle, which is not a bad thing in any.
The only trouble with these boxes is I'm going to say is something like this that has a strong flavor but different. So how do you put these in to eating all the rest of these things? Like, when do you do these?
Right, because I mean, we had the strawberry or the fruit gummies that were just sweet with sugar on the outside, and then you have those which are fruit sour gummies with like a candy coating, and then everything else was either a wafer with chocolate, a wafer with Nutella, a wafer with like cookies and cream, the purple ube stuff, which is just, purple sweet potato. Everything else was a wafer. And then the corn cheese stick. Everything was crunchy, but then obviously you end with these truffle chips that are.
Did Dylan read this off the back of this?
Possibly. Why?
The fiendish plot of Dr. Smog.
Yes, our candy has a plot.
Do you want me to read it?
Sure.
And then we'll get into what we liked the least, what we liked the best.
Okay.
Okay? So the fiendish plot of Dr. Smog. Dr. Igor Smog is a wealthy industrialist who made his fortune in heavy manufacturing. But his methods are wasteful and produce lots of toxic byproducts, which he disposes of in environmentally irresponsible ways.
He's like the anti-Captain Planet.
Yeah. His latest scheme is to pump massive amounts of toxic smog into the atmosphere from the smokestacks of his factory. Once airborne, the pollution will condense into particles of solid waste and rain down upon the unsuspecting countryside.
Sounds like a wonderful human being.
Fortunately, Professor Snarnoggin
Sournoggin
is on the case. Sournoggin has dedicated his life to finding ways to transform toxic waste into good and useful products. One blast from his rooftop smogomatic ray gun, and the cloud will rain down delicious sour candy balls. An outcome Dr. Smog is less than pleased about.
So these, according to this story, have been made from toxic wastes.
Well, and are to combat Dr. Smog.
Right, but still the source material is toxic waste.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Well, in this weird, fanciful world of wherever these are from. Pakistan.
Just still seems like a deterrent to eat them. It's like we have this horrible chemical, but we're gonna make it into candy.
Yes. All right. So why don't we go through our rankings of what we liked the best on this episode of Willing Snackrifice. And we can include, actually, from our good friends at Aldi's, the fried pickle ranch chips into that as well. What?
Goofball.
You're used to it.
Yes, I am. What was your favorite?
Oh, this is tough. I actually think, even though those chips were delicious, the black truffle ones, the Nutella Be Readies, were my favorite. But you know how I like my sweets, so that would be my top.
For my top, I would agree.
Okay.
I mean, I love the truffle chips. Those would be my favorite savory items that we tried tonight. But these overall were my favorite, the Nutella Be Readies. They're just so satisfying. I don't know how else to say it. It's like
no, you're
they're
right.
like
You're
little
right.
pockets of Nutella, perfectly portioned
Yeah.
in a little, and the wafer around it is not sweet. It's really just a good transportation device for the Nutella. And obviously, I mean, I understand the to go on this one because a jar of Nutella is messy, and you have to have a spoon or a knife to spread it.
Finger.
Yeah, but still, you're gonna end up sticky. Mike is sitting there just digging it out with a finger.
And in these hard and desperate times of COVID, you shouldn't be dipping your fingers.
Right, you should not be dipping your fingers in the Nutella jar. So this is actually convenient in the sense of it's like it's really just a perfect little mouthful of Nutella in a enclosed wafer, and it's packaged. I mean, Nutella fix, really good.
If I was going to name this episode, like if we were going to put it out on a webpage or whatever, like I do the audio podcast, the title would be A Little Perfect Mouthful.
Those are going to fall.
No, they're not. I got them.
Okay. So what was your least favorite thing out of the...
Are you going to hold those? Least favorite? This is tough. This is a tough choice. I'm just kind of going back through looking at the items. It's really a toss-up, but I think I'm actually going to go with the Dolcetto cookie and wafer bites as my least favorite item.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why?
I just don't think that there was a whole lot of flavor there. I don't think there was a depth of flavor in these at all. I hope that the chocolate wafer would be a little like richer or like have just more flavor. And there wasn't anything there, and then the cream was kind of bland too to me. I didn't get a lot there. So my least favorite would definitely be those.
Yeah, I kind of agree.
Oh, you just don't.
I didn't realize that's how they were sitting. They're fine. It's fine. We'll eat them.
It's fine.
I think, like you said, it's a toss-up between these because I think it's going to be these that I like the least.
Mm-hmm.
The same as you, the Dolcetto cookies and cream wafer bites, because the cream in the middle was that fake flavor, that fake inside of a Twinkie flavor. And then this was just, I mean, again, this wasn't bad. It was just disappointing. I wanted it to be cheesier, but
based on what Jim and Dylan had said on the episode that we did on Jim's BBQ, I was expecting that to be more.
I'm gonna try it again. Wow, it got stale really fast.
Did it really?
Yeah. It's still not good, but it's got more flavor than the chocolate bites. Like, it's already stale.
That is so fucking weird.
Like, we just opened this, and it sucked the moisture out of the air and went stale in, 45 minutes, an hour?
Yeah, we've only been on for like an hour and 20 minutes.
So, yeah, that's kind of a shitty snack. Eat it all right now! Flavor-wise, not awful, but not what I was hoping. Sweeter than I would like it to be for a savory snack. But yeah, it doesn't taste fake. These taste fake.
Yeah. Okay, so we went best and then we went worst. So we have the middle. So I mean, clearly this was my least favorite. This was my second least favorite. If we're working our way up, third would be the Frugelle Gomitas, like third from the bottom.
Uh-huh.
I mean, they're good, but like the stuff above them, in my opinion, is just that much better. I don't know how you feel. I don't know if there was something else that you felt better about, or felt worse about.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't. My third from the bottom would be the purple ube.
Oh, the purple ubes. The mini wafer bites with the purple sweet potato flavor.
And they were all right, but they just were very one-dimensional sweet flavor. Like, at least these fruit gummies had different fruit flavors. Like, the apple was really good. It was very appley. When that was just sweet.
I really like these.
But they don't have any, like, distinct flavor.
This would be such a good flavor or
On the
snack
go?
to eat while you're on the go.
Can you do me a favor?
Resealable.
Yeah, well,
container.
that's a positive, a resealable bag. So that didn't stop me with the cubes from eating the whole bag. The other thing from the last one that I really liked were those yogurt jellies.
Oh,
those
right.
had a resealable bag, but that point was resealable.
So we're kind of we're kind of maybe flip flopped a bit.
Where you like those and I like these.
Yeah.
And then probably the sour ones.
The sour ones I actually really enjoyed. I would actually say I would go the cookies and cream wafer bites, the cheese thing, the Frugellas, then
The chicken.
oh, we forgot about the chicky. Then the chicky, and then I would be either the smog balls or the mini wafer bites.
Obviously, my top two are the Nutella and the truffles.
How about the dill chips?
The
You
dill
put those-
chips would probably be
Like your third or so?
third. And then the smog balls, the chicky, the fruit thingies, the corn thing. No, the wafer bites, the corn thing, and then the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we're right about the same. I would probably go the Be Ready, the black truffle chips. I would probably go the dill chips, then the wafer bites, then the smog balls, and then the chicky, then the Frugellas, and then the corn snack, and then the cookies and cream wafer bites.
But both of our top two and our bottom two are pretty much the same.
Yeah. I mean, there's definitely some obvious,
There's an obvious
like
winner.
highs and lows of the snack box and the snacks that we tried today.
Yeah, there's some obvious winners. That's the truffle chips and the Nutella Be Ready.
Yep.
When you go to Olindo's, I'm going to tell you to.
I don't know that they have those at Olindo's, but I'll look. If they do, I'd most certainly get them.
We're on the go.
Yeah. Any of those times that we're on the go, you should have like a Nutella wafer cookie
Which,
combination. Oh my God.
working from home, my on the go is from the bedroom to the office.
Right. Yeah.
The office in the house.
Yeah.
So I'd have to have a really quick snack down the hallway.
Yeah. Would you even have time to open that up in your commute? I don't know that you would. But I digress. Why don't we get out of here for today?
Sounds
This
like a
was
plan.
fun. We do have another box coming, which will we could probably do another episode right when we get that box.
Sounds good.
And then we do have plans to get Jim and Christy and her cast of characters back on a future episode. What our plans are is to actually have everybody doing the same snacks. We feel like that'll flow a lot better. We can get similar reactions to everybody eating the same thing at the same time. We feel that might work a hell of a lot better. So stay tuned for that. And we're going to just keep doing this, I think, and see what comes of it.
I hope everybody enjoyed watching us eat weird food and our reactions and whether we enjoyed it or not. And if you have any questions about what we tried that you'd like to try it, we can send you pictures and maybe a link where you can buy it. if we see it on Amazon or
Yeah.
locally.
You can reach out to us on our Facebook page. That's probably the best place to get us. We monitor that. Just reach out. You can send us a message. You can comment on the post of this episode. We are also live streaming this simultaneously on YouTube. If you're more of a YouTube kind of person, you can check it out there. If you are, we welcome any comments or questions you might have. But yeah, we're gonna keep doing this, and
if there's anything you'd like us to try, feel free to send it.
You could do that or recommend it. If you're a snack box purveyor, provider. I don't know the word. Just if you sell snack boxes and you want us to review your snack box, by all means, send them to us. We will most certainly eat it.
Purveyor of snack boxes. I would really like to put that on my resume.
I would love for you to be able to put that on your resume. That would be amazing.
All right. I think we're done.
Yes, I think we're done. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for any comments that you made. Rob, Sean, Kathleen, anybody else who watched. We really appreciate it. Keep the comments coming. Keep the questions happening. If you ever want to join in with us, by all means, let us know. We will most certainly welcome you to join in with us on this Snackrifice.
On this journey of Snackrifice.
Yes. If you're willing to Snackrifice, so are we. Thanks all. We'll see you next time.